to Charlie Rawlings Memorial Gymnasium. We're here for Game 3, the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame Classic. Game 1 went to the out-of-towners, Boyd County. Again, was a region champion last year, beat the Central Hardin Lady Bruins 60-55. That was a good ball game late anyway, as the Bruins struggled early on. Our Game 2 featured North Hardin taking on out of Western Kentucky Christian County, and the North Hardin Lady Trojans were able to prevail 33-31 in a tough, hard-fought defensive struggle. And we're here for Game 3 now, as Central Kentucky's entrant into this Hall of Fame Classic, as we've tried to bring in, the Hall of Fame has tried to bring in teams from around the state. Again, Boyd County from Eastern Kentucky, Christian County from Western Kentucky, and here in Central Kentucky, Meade County coming in to visit our very own John Hardin Lady Bulldogs. So tonight, Game 3 action here from Charlie Rawlings Memorial Gymnasium at E-Town High School. Again, features Meade County Lady Waves and the Lady Bulldogs of John Hardin. At this time, the Lady Bulldogs are 0-1, and the Lady Waves, I believe, are 1-0. And we've got some issues. We have an illness on the Lady Bulldogs side. Jaden Young, one of their top players, is going to be out this evening with illness. The Meade County Lady Waves will have their very best, and honestly, probably one of the best 5 to 10 players in the state of Kentucky, worth the price of admission, and that's Kendall Wingler. She is not available tonight. I believe, according to the coach, she is tending to an illness in the family, and we wish the best to Kendall Wingler. She's a phenomenal young lady, and if you get a chance to go watch the Lady Waves, Kendall Wingler is worth the price of admission. So tonight, picking up the slack, Dee Griffin in the post, Peyton Bradley, the young sensation, 7th grader, Maddie Clanton, Aubrey Hardesty, Jenna Gallimore, Molly Abersold. The rest of the gang is going to have to really step up tonight as they play the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs are led by 8th grade sensation Sharon Tidwell, who in the loss to Grayson County just several days ago was able to put up 21 points. So Sharon Tidwell is a very strong inside force, very raw, hasn't played a lot of basketball, just a very strong and talented person. So we'll take a look at Sharon Tidwell tonight. We'll get a look at Brooke Graham, who is one of the top 3-point shooters. We just saw Addison Sutton in the previous game, along with Ella Shearer, 2 of the top 3-point shooters in the area. Brooke Graham, the same. Brooke Graham is a phenomenal 3-point shooter. She's number 5 for the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs. And so we'll be looking forward to seeing if she can get loose. We noticed maybe in the last game, the only issue we will find from time to time for Addison Sutton is, can she get open to get her shot off? She doesn't create her shot. Brooke Graham is a very similar player. If she can get space, she will make you pay, just like Addison Sutton will. But just a matter of, can she get space? Can her teammates set her up? And it'll be an interesting to see if they can find her on the perimeter. Kiana Clay will handle the ball. Nia Johnson on the inside. Nia Coleman-Petway, and we'll see how she can be a force inside and outside. And some of the young ones, Destiny McAllister and others, for the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs. So we'll see a couple area teams here in this matchup, and we'll just see how this shakes out. Again, I could give you some pretty specific predictions here, but I would make those predictions based on Kendall Wingler in the house, and maybe even Jaden Young available and not ill for the evening. So it'll be really interesting to see a couple of the key players for each squad out. I look for Jenna Gallimore, number 23, Meade County, to be a big factor. Peyton Bradley, the 7th grade sensation. We'll see if she can make some shots tonight. And the biggest matchup to me is Dee Griffin, the post for Meade County, and Sharon Tidwell, who will be playing the inside position for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 very strong, very good athletic young post players. We're ready to tip it off, and away we go. And the Green Wave will have, Maddie Clanton will have the ball out front. That's number 5, Aubrey Hardesty with the ball coming back to the front. Jenna Gallimore in the middle from the top of the key. First three-pointer away, not able to go down. And just as I predicted, Dee Griffin, Sharon Tidwell battling for the ball, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Waves. So Bradley will inbounds to Gallimore. Bradley will get it back immediately. Graham guarding her, and the pressure causes Bradley to step on the sideline. So a turnover early there. Kiana Clay, number 12, with it. She'll get it to 2. That's Mackenzie Graves. Graham on the cross court. Tidwell inside on Griffin. Can't get it to go. Rebound Gallimore. She's going to push it all the way. Can't quite finish. Again, looking for Gallimore to pick up the scoring with Kendall Wingler out. Sorry, catching the action, seeing the action here. 25, Nia Coleman-Petway gets it to Graham in the corner, who cannot get it to go on her first attempt. Number 2, Graves can't get it after the rebound inside. So 0-0, a minute gone by. Again, 5, Hardesty driving across the lane, doesn't quite get it high enough on the glass. Battle inside for the ball, jump ball called. Again, Tidwell and Griffin getting after it on the floor. That ball on change of possession will stay with the Lady Waves. So high-paced action to start here. 0-0, but a lot of action. I'm sorry, the Lady Bulldogs will have it. It was their turn on the arrow. Nia Coleman-Petway, who missed a lot of action with the knee injury. You see with the big brace. There's Graham all the way down the lane. Can't quite get it with the left hand. Bradley can't quite control it on the rebound. And it'll stay here with the Lady Bulldogs. So 6:44 and nothing yet. Graham will inbounds. Nia Coleman-Petway out top at the free throw line. There's Tidwell on the drive. Blocking call on Dee Griffin. Meade County fans not thrilled about that. Dee Griffin with the first foul, and again, there are a couple injuries for the Lady Waves along with the absence of Kendall Wingler, so they don't have a whole lot of depth here this evening. And so early foul trouble, especially for their strongest player, their post player, Dee Griffin, could be an issue. So they're going to go ahead and sit Dee here. 6:37 to go in the first quarter. Don't want to take a chance on losing her early here, and they'll have her take a seat. Molly Abersol will check in, number 11. Tidwell with her second, and that one's good as well. So Sharon Tidwell off to a great start, getting a couple of early free throws to fall. Kiana Clay going for the steal and knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Green Wave. Jenna Gallimore will inbounds. Clay, if she'd have reached with the right hand instead of the left, might have had a good shot at that. Abersol giving back to Gallimore. Reach. Number 12, Kiana Clay on the reach in, trying to knock the ball out. That'll be her first foul of the evening. It is evening now, I believe. Bradley on the drive, looking good, but just got herself too far under the bucket and put it underneath the backboard. She is a phenom 7th grader. I looked for her to take over what Wingler is building here. Saved in. That's got to be a travel or a held ball. It'll be a travel on Tidwell. Ball was saved there by drive Gallimore. She's going to throw it back out top. Cross court pass. 5, Hardesty just a little off. 14, Maddie Clanton is going to try to save it. It's going to stay here as it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay on the Meade County end, number 20. Nia Johnson will check in for Nia Coleman-Petway. So Nia Johnson in, probably their tallest, more true post player. Abersol driving hard to the basket. A lot of contact. Second foul now on Kiana Clay already. And so primary ball handler Kiana Clay already with 2 fouls. Could be an issue for the Lady Bulldogs here early. Gallimore does a great job coming across the lane, just can't finish with the left hand. Great look. Clay now pushing hard up the floor on the right-hand dribble. A little out of control, trying to get the ball across to number 2, Mackenzie Graves, and ball stolen. Gallimore's going to get it to Aubrey Hardesty, 5. Open, oh, just off the mark again. That was Jenna Gallimore, and she just could not quite get that in. Graham now with the ball, spinning off of Abersall, double teamed. Tidwell showing her strength again, unable to get it in the basket, though 11 Abersall with the rebound. Bradley pushing now to the middle. It's going to get over, knocked away. Clanton has it. Gallimore now with it. 5, Aubrey Hardesty will get it over to 14, Maddie Clanton. Clanton's going to pass to Abersall. Hardesty inside, Bradley, bucket and 1. Brooke Graham on the foul. Brooks got 1 now, but showing good strength, 7th grade. One of the things you'll see sometimes, especially with the more athletic, younger 7th and 8th grade players, when they come to this level, it's very difficult for them to handle the strength of the older girls. But that time able to take the body contact and make the basket. Bradley's unable to complete the 3-point play, but that'll make it a 2-2 ball game with 4:49 to go here. Nia Johnson, 20 with the ball. She's going to cross. Oh, she had an open Brooke Graham, but couldn't get it to her, and they'll tie her up. And so the Lady Waves will take possession on the arrow. A little bit of full court pressure. Peyton Bradley on Brooke Graham. On the switch, Graham, oh, the ball got trapped on her hip there. Number 5, Aubrey Hardesty, carrying the ball. Again, the ball was trapped on her hip, and she walked with it. So Graham will inbounds, 4:33 to go in the first, and it's 2-2. Tidwell will get the ball, not real sure what to do with it. She's going to go ahead and bring it up herself. She'll get it in the corner to Graham, who's going to dribble back out top. Under a lot of pressure from Gallimore. Good fake by Tidwell, but good defense in the post and tied up. Number 14, Maddie Clanton, a lot smaller than.
Oh, thank you. Can I pay you something? Okay, thank you.
A lot smaller than Tidwell. There's Graham in the corner, open, and there it is. 3 for Graham. That's what you'll see if you give her any space at all. She has a hard time sometimes creating offense, but if she's open, she will knock it down. Her and Addison Sutton are just lights out knockdown shooters. Again, Addison wasn't really able to get it going today. I've seen her hit 9 threes, though. In fact, that was last year against John Hardin. Good rebound by Abersall. She's got 2 rebounds already, but then they've lost the ball there. It's number 2 with the ball there, Graves. In, back out, back in. Rebound inside. That's Christine Kettlehake. Kettlehake will go to the line. Gallimore on the foul, so it'll be Kettlehake. She'll have 2 free throws here after the rebound. Unable to convert the first. There's a good rebound inside by Kettlehake, and she's got 1 more opportunity here. So Christine Kettlehake at the line. It's 5-2 John Hardin Lady Dog lead, and that on the 3-point shot by Brooke Graham, and Kettlehake can't make either. Long pass to Gallimore. She takes a step. Easy layup. Good pass down the floor. I believe that was Abersall on the pass. That's 2 for Gallimore. Good pass by Tidwell. Graves couldn't really hit it. Graham open. Oh, not quite in there. Good rebound by Nia Johnson. Graham's going to drive this time. Loose ball grabbed by Tidwell. Graves give to Graham. Around the horn is Tidwell trying to drive the lane. Ball knocked loose by Griffin. Picked up by Kettlehake. Back to Graham. Graham's open. Oh, just off the mark. Kettlehake, another good rebound inside, and can't get that one to go. That'll go over to the Lady Waves. So Kettlehake on the boards, just unable to get it to fall yet. Graham has gotten several good looks. If she keeps getting those kinds of looks, you'd expect her to knock down a bunch of them. That's her third attempt, made one. Couple of good looks. They lost her somehow. Number 5, Hardesty with the ball, driving. It's going to be Bradley out front. Kettlehake and Graham chasing. Gallimore off the handoff, getting inside to D. Graham. She's under the basket, but she makes a great move to get the bucket. D. Griffin inside making the play. Doubled on the side there. Nia Johnson has it. Oh, get it to Graham. Kettlehake unable to convert. If she had looked to her left, Brooke Graham was standing by herself in the left corner, and Kettlehake took the shot. Somewhat contested and had Graham open for another 3 opportunity. Griffin out top. She's going to get it to her on the inbounds. Gets it to Gallimore, back to Griffin. Great ball movement. And there is Abersold to pick up the bucket here. So an early 5-2 lead by John Hardin Lady Dogs has turned around. It's now 8-5 Lady Waves. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunications needs. Physical therapy associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties for all of your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame as they sponsor the Classic here at E-Town High School. Charlie Rawlings Memorial Gymnasium. Brooke Graham is going to get it into Christine Kettlehake. She's going to dribble up the left sideline looking for help. She gets it to Graves cross court. Graves is going to drive the right-hand side. She's got a little space. She stepped on the line. There's a little contact there by Abersold, but Graves just didn't realize she did not have the corner turned in order to get there. 14, Maddie Clanton will check back in. Peyton Bradley will sit down, take a little bit of a rest. Aubrey Hardesty with the ball driving. Brooke Graham on the block. .32, Rihanna Butler is in for the Lady Bulldogs. Off the head of Nia Johnson. She did a great job face guarding, but could not find the ball. She's hustling back to try to get back in front of Jenna Gallimore. I believe they're going to call a block on Kettlehake, although she was run over pretty. It's going to be on Kettlehake. So yes, her first foul of the game, and a little bit out of control there. Gallimore trying to get to the basket, tried to get it in the post to Griffin. Graham comes up with it. Tidwell now with the ball coming up the left side. And again, it's 32. Rihanna Butler has checked in for the Lady Dogs. Brooke Graham out top. Butler now with the ball, guarded by Gallimore. Trying to turn the corner, can't. Tidwell has it now up top. Ball fake, driving. Molly Abersold riding her a little bit closely, and they're going to call a foul then on Abersold. That will be her second here in the first period, and so Molly will sit down with early foul trouble, and that's Peyton Bradley checking back in. Tidwell rolling to the basket. Kettlehake caught the ball in the air on the front court side, landed in the back court, and they'll call over and back. So ball's going to be Aubrey Hardesty coming up. Back to 14, that's Clanton. Griffin, looking for Griffin to get into the post. Hardesty cutting through, may have been open. Bradley with Graham on her. She's going to back out a little bit. Oh, almost, oh my goodness, wide open was Hardesty, but she turned her back to cut out of the lane. Bradley had gotten that to her. They threw the ball inbounds before the official could officially touch the ball. Being very official. Going to earn his money. Graham's going to get the ball with Clanton on her back. Double team there. Thrown, boy, I can't see. And a big collision. And one of the John Hardin players down and down. And I can't tell who's down. It may be Nia Johnson. Trying to get a hold of the trainer to get him out on the floor. He's coming now onto the floor as the John Hardin coach. I believe it's Nia Johnson is down. She's holding, I believe, her left knee. So we'll have to take a look and see what's going to happen there. She's in a lot of pain. You can hear her yelling out at this moment. We're very thankful for our sponsors as they attend to Nia Johnson on the floor. E-Town Exterminating, 737-6900, online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Coach and Eric Oliver, our trainer here, has her up. Coach Nikki Coleman helping get her off the floor. They're helping her, again, she is favoring her left leg, left knee, putting no pressure on that at all. Eric will take very good care of her. He is the trainer here at Elizabethtown, does a great job, and Nia Johnson will be in good hands. So we will get back to action here in just a moment. Coach Coleman will help her with Eric to the training area. Inbounds by Brooke Graham is Kettlehake with the ball. Clanton all over her. She's going to get it back. They're going to call a walk. I'm not sure. I didn't see that. Kettlehake traveling. And with the score 8-5 and 43 seconds to go in the period, Hardisty open, but 21 has checked in for the Lady Bulldogs. Hardisty again blocked this time. 21 is Destiny McAllister. Again, the ball's back. Gallimore thought about the long three, decided against it. Tidwell up on Gallimore. She's right by her. To the rim, finishes. Jenna Gallimore for her 4th point. It's 10-5, 19 seconds remaining. Kettlehake with a turnover again, long throw back, but Tidwell's there to intercept the pass. 12 seconds, and it's a little wild. Tidwell to the rim easily. Sharon Tidwell with 4 points in the first quarter. 3 seconds, 2, 1, deep by Hardisty. Off the backboard and then the iron. Good effort by Hardisty there. At the end of 1, it's the Lady Waves with 10 and the John Hardin Lady Dogs with 7. So it's the Meade County Lady Waves with an early lead here. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of the Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcasts of all local HCEC-TV programs on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Communications on Channel 184. So we're in Game 3 here of the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame Classic. Game 1 went to the Boyd County Lady Lions. Game 2 to the North Hardin Lady Trojans. And Game 3 right now to begin the second quarter. If we can get an update on Nia Johnson here at halftime, we'll try to get an idea of what her status is. Lady Waves will start the second half with the basketball. Number 22 checking in, Liz Martin for the Lady Waves. It's going to be Clanton with the ball. She gives to Gallimore. They're running this motion offense. Nice fake, Jenna Gallimore. 2 more points. She's up to 6. She's our leading scorer on the game. And we expected maybe to see her take over a lot of the scoring Throw inside, McAllister with it. Bucket and the harm. She'll go to the line. Number 5, Aubrey Hardisty, guilty of the foul. She was really surprised at the call. There was body contact, but she did have her arms up, maybe even back. And so Hardisty may or may not have felt like she had made any contact. McAllister may have jumped into her a little bit, but great job by McAllister to draw the contact. And now the chance to finish it off, and she does. 3-point play, Destiny McAllister. 12-10 now. As Aubrey Hardisty has the ball, knocked away Graves, but Clanton's able to get it back. Bradley open for 3. Oh, back iron. McAllister with the rebound. Again, making an immediate impact coming into the game. Kiana Clay with the ball now up the right side, trying to get to it. I'm a little surprised if they're going to call that on Meade County because Clay had her arm out wrapped around. Foul is on 5. Aubrey Hardisty, her second foul, and a team that's already having some issues with injuries is now in a little bit of foul trouble. And so Clay will be at the line for 1 in the bonus here, as that was the 7th team foul for Lady Waves. Up and it's off. Tidwell there to get the rebound. They tried to box her up, but she is so strong, could not get the putback to fall. Hardisty now with the ball dribbling up the left side. Gets it to Bradley, who's going to drive the lane. Finds Gallimore. She thought about the 3. Down the lane. Left hand. Gallimore, 2 more. Up the right side, Tidwell breaking the pressure, trying to take it herself, a little out of control, but bucket. Sharon Tidwell, the physical presence, driving it down the lane. Bradley doubled in the corner. Wow, looked like they had tied up, but Brooke Graham is going to be called for the foul, her second foul. So Kiana Clay and Brooke Graham each with 2 for the Lady Bulldogs. McAllister will check out. 25, Nia Coleman Petway will check in. Bradley wide open on the curl. Unable to find it. The ball got there late. Number 22, Liz Martin, didn't get her the ball in a good position. Kiana Clay bringing it up. She'll get it back to set up the offense up top. Graham on the handoff. She's looking to get it to Graves. Graves on the left. I'm blocked by the referee. I can't see the action. Ball is up. It was Graham for 3. Nia Coleman Petway with the foul, and that is a team 6th first foul on Coleman Petway. Gallimore to bring it in, full court man pressure. Gallimore will take the ball up the floor, easily beating the pressure. Shot up, that was Annabelle Babb, an 8th grader, number 12, could not get it done. Tidwell walking on the play. So Annabelle Babb has checked in again. She is another young'un for the Lady Waves. Trouble getting it up, but good pass. Gallimore down the lane, left hand a little too strong. Rebound by Graham. Again, Griffin's been sitting on the bench for a while. Tidwell now has a one-on-one here on a much smaller player. She's going to come around but can't quite get the reverse layup to fall. Bradley gets it up to Clanton. Clanton's pushing now. Has a good look to Gallimore. Easy bucket. Gallimore with 10 now, leading all scorers. Kiana Clay now. It's a 16-12 game as the Lady Dogs have hung in there nicely. It's 5:11 to go in the half. Clay out top. Tidwell now with Gallimore on her. Ball rolling around. Gallimore could not get back into the play. And Tidwell rebound and put back herself. Clanton to Bradley. Gallimore with it. Driving the lane again. Another easy layup with the left hand. They're going to have to figure out how to guard her. And good idea. Coach Coleman will call for a timeout as they have lost Gallimore going to the rim 3 times in a row. And the score here is 18 Lady Waves, 14 Lady Dogs. So we have a tough contest. I'm seeing some of the players for the next game filtering in. The Bearcats of Walton Verona from up in northern Kentucky. So we've seen Eastern, Western Kentucky represented, Central Kentucky represented, and now the Northern Kentucky squad of the Walton Verona Bearcats here to take on highly rated E-Town Lady Panthers. So we have a good one for the nightcap for the 4th in this Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame Classic. 4:46 to go, second quarter. Both teams at this point are in the bonus. 7 fouls on the Lady Waves, 6 fouls on the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs, and it'll be the Lady Bulldogs to bring the ball in bounds. It looks like it'll be Brooke Graham to bring the ball in bounds, and the Waves are putting the pressure on. Graves catches the inbounds. She is guarded closely by Clanton, who gets the ball. Great job, and now there's a fight for the ball. Kiana Clay on top of it. It's going to be tied up. Babb and Clay going for the ball, and that alternate possession will go back to the Lady Bulldogs. Graham will have it, and they're going to work another inbounds play here. They've been running a man full court look in the last set here. So the Lady Waves getting ready. Get it in and Nia Coleman Petway back to Graham. Graham working, gets the bounce pass to Graves, but off Graves' hand, just a little off on the pass, and Graves couldn't handle it. Gallimore to bring it into Clanton. Clanton slowly walking up floor, now pushing. Nobody guarding. Give quickly in the corner, just a little off. Martin couldn't hit inside with the rebound is Babb. Babb with the rebound, and she'll get fouled. That is Kiana Clay's 3rd foul. With 4:16 to go here in the half. Kiana Clay in a lot of foul trouble, the point guard for the Lady Bulldogs. 12, Annabelle Babb will be at the line shooting 2. I believe Babb again is the 8th grader. It's away, and it will get the shooter's roll. So Annabelle Babb getting her first. Annabelle second away. Bucket is good, and the Lady Waves starting to stretch out a little bit the lead. Bad pass. Bradley's going to have an easy one. And she does. 4 points for Peyton Bradley. And again, the pressure pays off. Graves trying to control the ball. Easy bucket over the top of the pressure as Graves with her first bucket. And back the other way. Babb again, but this time fouled by Nia Coleman Petway. Annabelle Babb. So quickly over the pressure, both teams not getting back in their pressure looks here. So Annabelle Babb back to the line for 2. Nicole Petway, I believe, with her 2nd foul. Just a little short that time for Babb. So a 7th and an 8th grader on the floor for the Lady Waves right now. And that time it's good, so Annabelle Babb knocking that one in. Graham up the floor, Graves and Graham working. There's the pressure, gets it to McAllister. Back to Graham. Clanton is a freshman as well, so we've got a 7th, 8th, and 9th grader on the floor. Nia Coleman Petway, great post move. Petway with her first bucket of the night. Lady Bulldogs doing enough to hang around right now. Down 3. Down the lane. Bucket. Number 22, Liz Martin on the bucket. Nicely done. Over the top again. Easy one for Graves. And so the Meade County press is not getting back and handling the deep pass. Bulldogs having a hard time doing the same. Gallimore down the lane. Left hand and in. Again, they've got to stay in front of Gallimore, and they're not able to do it at this point. Oh, my land, right there. Pass was almost intercepted. Graves gets it back to Graham. Graham trying to back it down. Graves now on the baseline. Back to Graham, 2-person game. She's got an open look. Oh, just long. Bradley rebound. Jump ball called. I believe that'll go to Meade. That will go to Meade County. Tidwell and Kettlehake checking back in for McAllister and Cone-Petway. 22 checking back out, Liz Martin. And Aubrey Hardisty back in. So some of the youngins giving the Lady Waves good minutes there. As Liz Martin, 22, is also, she's a junior, however. So there's Aubrey Hardisty knocked away by Graves. Graves maybe with another easy bucket. Slows down, nicely done. A lot of people going out of control. Mackenzie Graves with 2 more easy ones as she's beating the defense down the floor a number of times. Kettlehake on the defense, struggling to stay in front. Gallimore can't quite finish from about 6 feet. Foul, I believe, on Gallimore. Tidwell with the rebound.
The foul is on number 23, Gallimore, her second, team 8.
Wow. So the Green Lady Waves in a lot of trouble here. Foul trouble-wise, they're up 5, but they've got 3 of their key players, Gallimore, Abersold, and Hardisty, all with 2 fouls at this point. So with 2:12 to go in the half, I'm sure coaches are hoping that they can manage to stay clear of any more foul trouble. That one wouldn't have counted either way, as number 32, Rihanna Butler, who has checked in, stepped in the lane early, and so Tidwell will not have an opportunity from the line there. 2:10 and counting in this first half. It's Clanton with the ball out top. Give to Gallimore. Gallimore, nice spin move. Graham was there. Clanton spin move of her own to the rim. Over Kettlehake, can't get it. Tidwell rebound. Tidwell crossover, nice move. She's trying to break through the entire defense, but she turns the ball over and carried it and held it. That'll be another turnover there. And again, Tidwell, phenomenal athlete. Not a bad ball handler, but probably want one of their primary ball handlers on the ball. It's a little difficult. Kiana Clay, point guard, out with 3 fouls at this point, making it a little difficult. Clanton around the screen. Oh, got into the lane and tried to get it to 12 Babb, and just a little hard and a little late on the pass, and Babb couldn't handle it. Annabelle Knoop in the game. Freshman Annabelle Knoop, number 31, on the floor for the first time. That is Annabelle Knoop, and we also have Annabelle Babb, so several Annabelles playing. Good pass by Kettlehake. Tidwell missing. She's got her own board, and up and in. Tidwell starting to have a night. She's got 10. Again, she's pulled to back within 3 points, and so the Lady Dogs not going away. Bradley, good drive, can't finish. Kettlehake on the rebound. Kettlehake with a couple more. Graham in the middle, trying to work the middle of the floor with Gallimore on her. Ball's up, can't get it. Tidwell there. Tidwell back in. 12 for Sharon Tidwell. Clanton bringing it up. Gonna get it to number 20, Peyton Bradley. Knoop gonna get it to Clanton. They've got in the lane 12. Just off, they're getting a lot of good looks. That was 12, Annabelle Babb, but just could not finish. Rihanna Butler comes out with it. Gonna get it to Tidwell out top. Again, their key ball handler not there, and so everyone's sharing the ball handling duties without Kiana Clay in the lineup. Good hands, Maddie Clanton. It's gonna be out of bounds off of Christine Kettlehake, so great hands, Maddie Clanton. She's able to poke the ball loose, and Christine Kettlehake could not come up with it before it rolled out of bounds off of her hands. 1 point lead for the Lady Waves, but they've got the ball. Jenna Gallimore will bring it up this time instead of Maddie Clanton. 13 seconds. Bradley from 3. Bucket. There she is. Peyton Bradley with her 7th point of the night. Wide open again. Mackenzie Graves did not give it up to her teammate, Christine Kettlehake, who would have had a layup at that point, but Graves got behind the defense again, but they could not get the ball to Kettlehake, who would have had an easy layup. So the big three-pointer by Peyton Bradley will give the Lady Waves a 4-point advantage going into halftime, and we'll take a short break here and come back for second half action. We are back for second half action. John Hardin Lady Bulldogs and the Meade County Lady Waves. And right now, as we go into the second half of action, it's the Lady Waves up 4, 30-26. We're here in game 3 of action from the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame Classic. Early tip-off classic here. Most of these teams have played a game. I know it is the debut tonight in our 4th game of the E-Town Lady Panthers, but all these other teams are coming off of a game or 2 of action already. In fact, the North Hardin Lady Trojans ran their record just a little bit ago. In the 2nd game, ran their record to 3-0. So they came off of a win last night over Western Hills and have matched that today with another big victory. So the Lady Trojans will go to 3-0. Lady Bulldogs 0-1, losing to Grayson County just a couple nights ago. And the Lady Waves 1-0 and looking to stay perfect on this incredibly young season here. And so we'll have a big second half of action, a big story here tonight. Again, Jenna Gallimore, as I was saying right before the game began, expected to pick up the slack as all-state contender Kendall Wingler not here tonight, dealing with a family illness and having to be with her family. So our prayers, thoughts go out to Kendall Wingler and her family. Hope everything will go well. She's where she needs to be tonight. Kind of a bummer. She's an awful lot of fun to watch. I watched her score 37 last year against the Central Hardin Lady Bruins in a loss, albeit as the Lady Bruins were able to win that game last year. But she is a sight to behold. But Jenna Gallimore tonight, 14 first half points, and we're underway as Graham gets it to Clay. Kiana Clay, the point guard, with 3 early fouls. Tidwell inside, back to Graves. Over to Graham, she's open. Ball up, I expect those to go in every time I see them. And there's Griffin and Tidwell fighting for the ball. And alternating possession will go to the Lady Waves here. And again, Graham has only been able to knock down 1 3 so far, I believe in 5 attempts. She's a much better shooter than that. When she gets a look, I'm expecting the ball to drop. So, oh, good cut by Griffin. Easy look. Good pass, Gallimore, and Griffin will get her 4th point. Struggled with a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. Again, Wingler not here. A couple of others injured. Clay getting it to Tidwell. Strong catch and move by Sharon Tidwell. She leads the Lady Bulldog. She has 14 now, so she and Gallimore trading buckets here in the early going, and both of them having a heck of a game here. Gallimore stuck. She's going to have to call it. Oh, they're going to call 5 seconds. Gallimore tried to call a timeout, but was unable to get it. McAllister checking in. Destiny McAllister and Sharon Tidwell will take a break. I don't know if there's something wrong with Tidwell, but Coach Coleman wants to have a word with her and make sure she understands what they're supposed to be doing. Clay gets it to Graham. Graves on the right side gets it to Nia Coleman Petway. Petway to Graves, around to Clay. They're moving the ball well. They've got to make a move inside. Graves dribbling into the corner. Oh, throw in the middle, just a little off. Graham knocks the ball away from Bradley. Gallimore, oh, holds up beautifully. Oh, a floater. Jenna Gallimore with another bucket. Graham to Clay, back to Graham. In the corner to Graves, back to Graham, swinging it inside to Coleman Petway. She was going to shoot it, but knocked away by 5 Hardesty. Bradley gets it to Gallimore, driving in her lane. She's got it up the right side. Foul by Nia Coleman Petway. Gallimore almost upside down. And Coleman Petway, that'll be her 3rd foul. So Clay and Coleman Petway with 3 fouls each. And it'll be Gallimore to the line. Haven't seen Gallimore at the line, I don't believe, this evening. Ball's up and it's good. So Gallimore adding to her game high point total. She's got 17 at this point, looking to add to it. It's up and good, so that's 18 for Gallimore. Graham getting to Graves, cross court. McAllister thought about the shot. Hardesty down, falling down. There's Graham, there it is. You give her some looks and she's gonna knock him down. So there's a big 3-pointer by Graham. 5:55 remaining in the 3rd, and it's 36-31. Lady Waves. Graham making a big shot to keep the Lady Dogs in this thing. Bradley, great pass inside. 5 Hardesty knocked away by Clay. That could have been a 4th foul. Dangerous situation there, but good play by Kiana Clay. Knocked away from McAllister. She's doubled. The trap gets it to Clay. Graham's open. She's going again. Bucket for Graham. Round and around and in. 2 quick threes, and it's a 2-point game. If she heats up, it's going to be dangerous, but she's got a foul as nobody on the drive by Hardesty picked Hardesty up, and Graham had to come in, and she put her shoulder into her. And for Graham, that's her 3rd. So we have 3 of the top players for the Lady Dogs in foul trouble. Oh, good cut. Gallimore opens. Oh, lost it out of her hand. She's trying to go left-handed layup and just lost it. Clay, great steal on the open breakaway layup. Kiana Clay with her first bucket. Got a hold of it. Bradley getting it back up the floor. She's working on Clay. Gets it to Gallimore. Good cut by Hardesty. They didn't find her. Clanton from just on the 3-point line couldn't get it. Griffin knocked it out of bounds, going for the rebound. 36-36, another great ball game, just like we had in the last one. Ended 33-31 Trojans. Clay loses it, Griffin's got it. Hardesty is gonna walk with it. The ball unfortunately got on her quicker than she expected, hit her in the face, and she just couldn't possess the ball and come under control at the same time. 4:46 to go here in the 3rd. Clay's gonna get it to Graham. Coleman Petway couldn't get, and she's going to throw it away. Clanton's got it. Ahead to Hardesty. Graham chasing. Yeah, Graham just lays off and does not foul. D. Griffin strong, but can't come down with it. Knocked it away from Graves. Couldn't possess it. And so 4.5 to go, and we'll have Tidwell checking back in for McAllister. McAllister giving him good minutes tonight. She's got 3 points and several rebounds on the night. Graham up ahead with the ball. It's nobody going for the ball there. She throws it right between Graves and Clay. Ball's knocked away. Oh, thrown ahead. Oh, that's really unfortunate for the Waves. And it's going to be Griffin on the foul. She just ran over Clay, and she's very upset, but you just can't run somebody over from behind and expect not to get that call. That is going to be Griffin's 3rd foul, and they're going to check in. Molly Abersol is going to check in. Abersol herself with 2, but Griffin's going to have to check out. The pass ahead, they had 2 on 0, and she tried to pass it ahead to Gallimore. It was just too far. Gallimore couldn't chase it down. Clay's going to get it to Graham. Graham, it's like 1-3-1 trapping pressure that they're seeing now. Oh, great play by Nia Coleman. Oh, they're going to call it a walk. She really was physical, pushed into the lane, made a good right-handed layup, but they're going to call her for steps. Clanton at the top. Bradley open, but Graham is going to switch, but she's got an open layup. Right hand basket, Peyton Bradley. So she's got 9. Abersol with the steal. careless with the ball, the Bulldogs. But Tidwell's going to get it back. She's driving. She needs to give that up. She's double teamed. Has Graves open for a layup and does not get her the ball. They're going to call a foul. 14, Maddie Clanton will pick up her, I believe, her first foul. And I thought that was on the shot, but they're going to call that on the ground. So Tidwell gets it in bounds. Graham at the three-point line. Bucket! She is hot. Look out. Brooke Graham, you cannot leave her, just like Addison Sutton for North Hardin. You just don't help off her. Let her shoot. I mean, don't let her shoot it. Let somebody else shoot the ball regardless. Gallimore for three. Just a little long on the back iron. Fight for the ball. Tidwell and Abersol both go down. They're fighting over the ball. Tidwell may have given a little kick at her. A little bit hot. Uh-oh, Graham again. Oh, that one off. Just a little quick. She really didn't have her feet set, wasn't ready. Just looking to get it. That's what you call a heat check, where you're going to just jack one up, see if it goes, see how hot you are. But she's knocked down 3 in a row before that, so we'll see if she can get that going again here in just a moment. Aubrey Hardesty will check out. 22, Liz Martin checking back in. Clanton with the ball. Gallimore cutting across has got the ball and open. Abersol the top, swinging it to Clanton. Great diving pass, and it's in the basket. Great play. So screen and roll to the basket. A great entry pass. So it's Graves on the foul, and it'll be Abersol at the line for one, and she'll knock that down, completing the three-point play. And the Lady Waves will take the lead back at 41-39. Graham was open again, and they didn't get it back to her as they're running and jumping. Coleman Petway for three. Naya knocking it down. Big shot for the Lady Dogs, and so the Lady Dogs really performing much higher level than they did last. Oh, Gallimore unguarded, but misses the left-handed layup. Just can't see that happening very often. There's Gallimore right there for it. They're going to have a jump ball. Good play by Gallimore and a sloppy pass. I got to tell you, folks, this John Hardin Lady Bulldog team, very different than last year. Just looked very confused and struggling. Nikki Coleman, the new coach, doing a great job. They look like a team that is much more well-drilled, well-organized. They look like a basketball team. That was not always true last year when they would play. So Lady Dogs looking good. Tidwell getting the ball at the free throw line, passing it back out. Coleman Petway with it, swinging it. Graham wants another one. In there, Brooke Graham. 5 on the night, 4 in this third quarter. And the Lady Bulldogs up 45-41. Good defense. Graham has to come over. They're going to call the foul. And this is what could stop Brooke Graham, is herself on the fouls. That's 4. And they may have to pull her 4th foul, and that's a shame. It is so much fun watching her shoot the basketball right now. But 14, Maddie Clanton with the bucket and the harm, and she has got an opportunity to get the three-point play. The score right now, 45 for the Lady Dogs, 43 for the Lady Waves. And McAllister will have to check in for Graham, and that is absolutely a shame, as watching her knock these threes down has been a fun thing to watch. Free throw, no good. Nia Coleman Petway gets the ball. She walks, but it was caused by a Molly Abersol push, according to the official. So that'll be the third for Abersol, 3 for Griffin, 2 for Gallimore, 2 for Hardesty, and they continue to rotate them. Dee Griffin will check in for Abersol. Abersol played well in her stint in the game that time. Clay back to McAllister, who's going to push. McAllister has some opening down the lane, gets it back to Clay. McAllister, Tidwell's open. They're going to, Dee Griffin read that pass, got in the lane, blocked by Tidwell. No foul. Great play by Sharon Tidwell getting back to stop Griffin from the easy bucket. 45-43, 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Gallimore again unguarded. Just a lot of mental lapses, just not paying attention. Griffin can't get it to go. Tidwell on the rebound. A little bit of contact, but they didn't call it in that case. Clay down the middle. Coleman Petway there, but not able to knock that three down. Off of Tidwell, and it'll go to the Lady Waves. So again, the Lady Bulldogs 45, Lady Waves 43, 1:11 to go here. Clanton will bring the ball up the floor and a little bit of man pressure. Bradley not guarded, but she's going to drive it down the lane, left hand. They'll call the foul. That'll be on McAllister. It's her first, I believe. So Destiny McAllister foul on Peyton Bradley. Bradley to the line for two. Bradley will knock down the first. Holy cow. Jenna Gallimore just forearmed Kettlehake under the basket. I don't like that call. The ball hit her in the hand, Kiana Clay on the catch. And she batted it down, then picked it up and dribbled, and they called that a double dribble. I'm not a big fan of that call. You should be able to bat the ball and then pick it up and start an actual possession. It's a tipped ball. Bradley right around Clay, knocked away by McAllister, and it'll stay with the Lady Dogs. D. Griffin with great position. Oh, couldn't finish, but draws the foul. Great post position by D. Griffin. Good pass into the post. Tidwell picks up her first foul, trying to defend the post move there. So nice move, D. Griffin. Just couldn't finish it. I thought she was going to score that and get the foul, but could not get the ball to go. Griffin will have two. Ball's away. A little strong. Tidwell stepped in the lane early, so she'll get another go at it. Sharon Tidwell stepping in early, so D. Griffin will get another chance at that one with the lane violation. 44 seconds to go in the third. It's away and it's off. Tidwell with the rebound. She is up to 7 rebounds on the game by my count. Breaks the pressure herself, gets past two girls. Good pass ahead by Griffin. McAllister in on Gallimore, and Gallimore could not finish it, but she'll go to the line for two. So McAllister will pick up her second foul. Gallimore will knock down the first. Up to 19 points, Jenna Gallimore. This will be a pretty formidable team when you put Kendall Wingler back in the lineup. Brooke Graham back into the game, and I immediately hear Gallimore talking to Bradley. Who's got 5? Yeah, don't leave her. If you do, you're going to be giving up 3 points. Second is good. So Gallimore having a good game tonight and taking over a lot of the scoring duties for Kendall Wingler. It's going to serve them well later in the season as the season goes on. Graham to Tidwell. Tidwell has pressure from Abersald. Graham out top. 19 seconds and counting. Nice pass by Kettlehake into Graves. Back out to Tidwell. 14 seconds. Graves with the ball, gets it to Graham. There's 9 seconds. It's into Tidwell. Nice job. Foul called on Abersald. That's her 4th push in the back. 7.7 seconds remaining. And they're going to have Annabelle Knoop, 31, check in for Abersald. She's got 4. Nia Coleman-Petway will check in for Kettlehake. They need to get a quick shot off. It's Coleman-Petway letting the three-pointer go. It's not there at all. And the ball goes out of bounds. The Lady Waves will have it. 3.7 seconds. And they're going to get Graham out of the game there. They don't want to take a chance in 3 seconds of her getting a foul. Of course, Clay also in foul trouble. Ooh, off the backboard. Maddie Clanton tries to get one up. Wow, we've got ourselves a barn burner. The Meade County Lady Waves 46, the Lady Bulldogs 45. So we've got 8 minutes to go here in game 3 of this. I see Nia Johnson coming by. She is in a large knee brace on crutches. Not a good sign. She was holding that left knee, and it really looks like it's not good news for Nia Johnson, the tall post player for the Lady Bulldogs. So tough turn of events for her and for the Lady Dogs. This is Hardin County Education and Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical therapy associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. So we're starting the fourth quarter, 1-point ball game, and Sharon Tidwell's strong play inside and Brooke Graham's strong play on the outside has kept these Lady Bulldogs in the ball game. Jenna Gallimore with 20 points on the night. Peyton Bradley with 10. And that'll be Maddie Clanton down the lane. She's going to give it up. Gallimore from the corner, a little bit strong. It's going to be off McAllister, and the Lady Waves will keep possession. Neither team possessing a really big post player, but both teams really athletic and working well. They're going to call a jump ball here as Griffin came away with it, but jump ball, and Gallimore unable to finish going to the rim. On alternate possession, it will be the Lady Bulldogs with the ball. Man, full court pressure right here. Kiana Clay will get it. They double her. It's McAllister with it, getting it to Graves. Graves working down the middle of the floor. Nia Coleman-Petway driving the baseline a little bit strong. Clanton after the Griffin rebound. Good pass, Gallimore. Hardesty, bucket. Aubrey Hardesty on the board. Kiana Clay gets it to Nia Coleman-Petway. She'll shoot another three, in and out. Good rebound, but McAllister was kind of knocked out of bounds. They're going to call that off of D. Griffin, I believe, trying to knock the ball away. Both Griffin and Abersalt in some foul trouble, along with McAllister will get it off the inbounds from Clay, throwing it to Tidwell. That is Nia Coleman-Petway with another bucket. Good play by Nia, number 25. Bradley's going to give it up to Hardesty. She's unguarded. So many breakdowns for the Lady Bulldog defense. And Coach Coleman a little disappointed. Tidwell picking up her second foul. It'll be 2 shots for Peyton Bradley. 7 minutes remaining, 1 point. Meade County Lady Wave lead. Peyton Bradley knocking down another. It's her 10th point of the night, looking for another. Second free throw. It's away, and it's good. So Peyton Bradley, the 7th grader, making such a difference in this ball game. He lost the ball. McAllister did not like what she had. Bradley for a bucket. And the harm. She's going to the line. Fouls on 21, McAllister. That'll be her 3rd. Looks like this one's starting to get away from the Lady Dogs. It's 52-47, and they need to get Graham back in the ball game, but it'll be Kettlehake checking in for Coleman Petway. Kettlehake has been a strong rebounder. They're going to need some of that, but they need Brooke Graham on the floor to shoot the ball. Tidwell will get the rebound of the missed second free throw. Bradley there almost getting the ball from McAllister. Triple teamed as Kettlehake. She gets it to McAllister. McAllister too hard off the glass. Graves and Griffin fighting for it. Griffin gets it. Gallimore set up. Just a little. She's been long on all those. D. Griffin strong on the rebound. That's a foul on Clay. I believe that's 4 on Clay. D. Griffin on. So Maddie Clanton will go to the line shooting 2. D. Griffin, 2 big rebounds on both ends of the court on those 2 possessions there. Strong rebounds, and Maddie Clanton will knock down the free throw. Again, it's 53-47 with 6:28 to go, and the Lady Waves starting to pull away, and just as I had suspected, there's Tidwell going up for the rim. Boy, D. Griffin almost had it, knocked it. I mean, she is really active right now and really getting after it. But just as I suspected, Brooke Graham's got to get back on the floor. They're going to have to look to her. If they can find her open, they will try to have her knock down a couple threes to get them back in this thing. Graham with the ball. Back to Kettlehake. She's going to bounce past to Kiana Clay. Ball to Tidwell. It's knocked away by D. Griffin. Battle on the ground for the ball. Jump ball. And Griffin is fired up. Ball is in bounds as that alternating possession goes to the Lady Waves, and Clanton coming up the floor. Clay guarding Clanton. Give to Hardesty. Count Clay there. Kettlehake there. No one guarding Gallimore. They doubled. Good pass inside to Griffin, and Griffin just not able to finish, but there'll be a foul. Another foul on Tidwell, her 3rd. And Griffin will go to the line. Griffin not the best free throw shooter, so honestly probably a pretty good idea to make her earn it from the free throw line here instead of giving her the 2 points. And Lady Dogs in a little bit of trouble here. She's got to start working from the line. And in the lane early was Hardesty, and so I believe that one went in, but it's not going to count. So 6-point lead. Man pressure, full court. Tidwell coming up to get it. She is out in front, going to the rim, and I believe that was a foul. It's going to be on D. Griffin. That's her 4th, I believe. So that's 4 on Griffin, 4 on Abersall. They've done a nice job as a coaching staff making sure that they're subbing them in and out, trying to keep them both available for late in this ball game. Tidwell at the line for 2. And Tidwell just a little off on that one. And as I suspected, Abersall will check back in. Griffin will check out. So they're doing a good job working those girls in and out of the lineup. Tidwell for her 2nd. A little strong, so can't get either. And again, a 6-point game, and the Lady Dogs, their offense has gone stagnant. Not able to get anything. Need of buckets and need of stops. Bradley cutting across. She is doubled out top. Clanton back to Bradley. They're moving it. Abersall in the middle calling for it. She's been in the lane a while. She's out. Swinging it to Clanton. Swinging it to Hardesty. 30-second timeout. Lady waves, and so Bulldogs doing a good job of really working hard defensively. Thanks to our live coverage sponsors, Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. Eatown Exterminating 737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Want to thank our production team, led usually by Dale Mings, Gina Ryan, but today here on site, Alexis and Anna have done a great job. Alexis for the first 2 games, Anna for these last 2 games, filming, making sure my audio is correct, and so thank you to them. And we are 5:25 to go here. Good cut by Gallimore. She can't handle the pass. It's going to be Hardesty picking it up. Oh, Kettlehake getting her hand on the ball, but can't quite get to it. It's going to stay with the green wave, so an opportunity there. Good defensive anticipation by Kettlehake, but just couldn't quite get it. Maddie Clanton bringing the ball up the floor. She trips, she stumbles. It's Kettlehake with the ball, 1-on-2. She's going to go in a little strong. Clay's got it. Oh, she can't find it either. Tidwell there now for a rebound. Bucket, Sharon Tidwell. Big rebound bucket by Sharon. It's a head to Hardesty. Good recovery by Kettlehake. Double teamed, trapped in the corner is Tidwell. Timeout called by the Lady Bulldogs. Tidwell was trapped in the corner. That's where it was. So Kettlehake couldn't make it. Kiana Clay had an opportunity off the rebound to put it back, but it was Sharon Tidwell getting a bucket on the 3rd attempt for the Lady Bulldogs, and it has been a while since the Lady Bulldogs have been able to get a score. And so important score, big score for the Lady Bulldogs there to pull within 4 as they are getting stops on the defensive end. It's 4:50 to go. 53 for the Lady Waves, 49 for the Lady Bulldogs. And the Lady Bulldogs will have the basketball. Clay trapped. Brooke Graham running into traffic. Clay is going to beat it up the sideline. Gets it to Tidwell on a nice pass. Tidwell in the lane. Bucket Sharon Tidwell. She is playing a fantastic ball game. Open is Clanton down the floor. Knocked away by Kettlehake. And so Clanton had an opportunity, just couldn't quite handle it. The pass was just a little bit overthrown. Able to get her hand on it, but not able to control. Bradley to inbound. Oh, great cut and curl. And there is Gallimore back at it. Been a while since we've called her name, but there she is on the good inbound play. Curling to the basket. Clay trying to push to the basket. They call Clanton riding her on her hip. And that's her second foul. So pushing and shoving between Jenna Gallimore and Sharon Tidwell, and they're going to call a hold on Jenna Gallimore, and Tidwell will go to the line, shooting the bonus here. So 1 in the bonus, Tidwell at the line with an opportunity here to cut into this lead. Just off, great job rebounded by Kettlehake, but could not get it to go. There's Tidwell again. She can't get it to go. Tidwell again can't get it to go. Well, this is some fantastic rebounding, but they've got to be able to put the ball back in the basket. So Tidwell has gotten to 10 rebounds by my count. Fantastic performance for the 8th grader, but Gallimore a little frustrated because Tidwell, I think, is doing just as much pushing and shoving, but Gallimore doesn't feel like they're giving her any of the same issues. Bradley off the screen, getting into the lane, knocked down by Kettlehake, and she'll go back to the line for 2 more. I believe that's a second on Kettlehake.
That was on number 10, Italy, her second. We'll go right shoot 2.
Peyton Bradley at the line. 2, 4, 6, 8. Bradley can't get it to go. She's got 14 at this point. They're in need of some more to pad this lead. The Lady Waves can't quite put this thing away. Bradley missing 2 at the line. Such a great player to have that kind of a miss this late in a game. Rebound away. Graham left open. Oh, in and out. So Brooke Graham, they just left her open. Didn't guard her. So that was a big error by the Green Wave, and they got away with it as Brooke Graham had an open look at it, could not find it. In and out. Touched the front rim and the back rim and bounced out. So we've got 3:46 remaining, and the Lady Waves will have the ball. 55-51 is the score. And this is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcasts of all local HCEC-TV programs on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Communications on Channel 184. So Game 3 in the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame Classic. Coming down to the wire, just like the second game did. The first game was a blowout early at 23-6, but a good second quarter and a good fourth quarter by the Lady Bruins cut it all the way back to 4. They ended up losing by 5. They weren't able to get the job done. The North Hardin Lady Trojans were able to get the job done. And here we have the Meade County Lady Waves up 4 and the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs looking for opportunities. Graves makes a great steal. She's got a 3-on-2, and she's going to pull it back. She could have attacked there, trying to get it to Tidwell, and Molly Abersol jumped in front, had an opportunity to get that ball. But for some reason, Tidwell dove on her back. She didn't have to do that. Tidwell's going to get it. She's going to turn in the lane, losing the ball. They're going to call carrying on Hardesty as they had gotten the ball back. The Lady Waves get possession and then lose the ball. Nia Coleman-Petway will check in for Kettlehake for the last 3:21 stretch here, getting another shooter on the floor. Graves will get the inbound. It's a dangerous pass. Graves looking to drive, gets it to Clay. Clay on Clanton. Graham open. Bucket for Graham. You can't leave her, you can't leave her. You can't leave her. 55-54. Brooke Graham knocking down, I believe, her 6th 3 of the game. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Aubrey Hardesty gives it back to Maddie Clanton up top. Peyton Bradley. Graham daring her to go to her left. She didn't take the chance that time. Good throw inside to Gallimore. Graves on her. Gallimore to her left hand. Beautiful play. Jenna Gallimore to the left hand. Dee Griffin will check back in, and there'll be a 30-second timeout by the Lady Waves. So 2:39 to go now. And a big shot by Brooke Graham, and then again the big shot by Jenna Gallimore, as Gallimore has 24 points on the night. I'm going to total up Tidwell's. 1, 2, 3, 8. She's got 18. Brooke Graham has 18. So Graham and Tidwell leading the way. Graves has 6. Nia Coleman-Petway with 7. Destiny McAllister with 3. Kiana Clay 2. Dee Griffin with 4 points. Maddie Clanton 3. Aubrey Hardesty 2. Molly Abersol with 5. Liz Martin 2. Annabelle Babb with 3. But again, it's Gallimore and Bradley leading the way. Bradley with 14, I believe, and as I said, Gallimore with 24 to lead all scorers. So Kiana Clay will walk it up, looking to apply pressure just as it comes across in the half court. Graham on the right side, trying to get it to Tidwell, and the ball is stolen by Hardesty. Gallimore trying to get in the lane and score, stolen by Brooke Graham. 2:15, the double team is gonna be a foul. Brooke Graham is gonna go to the line. We'll see who the foul's on. She was doubled. Number 5, Aubrey Hardesty with her third. Amazingly, with 2:12 to go, we got 4 girls that have 4 fouls. No one has fouled out of the game yet, and Graham at the line here. Nobody you'd rather have at the line if you're the Lady Bulldogs, and she can't find it from the line there. Hardesty with the make. Good steal by Tidwell. Graham back to Tidwell. Tidwell driving a little out of control into the lane. Floater, no good. Just out of control on that play. Graves has Graham open. Ball away. It looked like she got fouled on the arm, but no call on that one. Good play by Gallimore with no call. Bradley up the right side. 3-point game, minute 48. Griffin inside. Can't make the bucket. Gets the putback. D. Griffin, a big play there. And she's got 5 rebounds, I believe, maybe 6. I may have missed one. 5-point game now, 1:33 to go. And it's getting away from the Lady Bulldogs. Tidwell trying to get position to get back, can't do it. Rebound by Bradley. Ball to Clanton, who's got the ball. 5-point game, 1:20. They're going to want to run clock. Graves and Clay up to pressure. Pass out to Bradley. They're going to stall. 1:11. She can't foul. She's not the one that can foul. Don't yell at her to foul. Oh, my goodness. So Coach Coleman is yelling for a foul, a foul, a foul. But the one person you don't want to foul is Brooke Graham. She's the way back into the game. And she's going to foul out of the ball game with 6 3-point shots. They had to stop the clock. They had to get the ball out of the hands of the Lady Waves here and do so. It'll be Kettlehake checking in. Why did Clay come out of the game? Oh, they're going to bring McAllister in as well for Brooke Graham. So Destiny McAllister will check in. Kettlehake will check in. Brooke Graham is out. And I got to tell you, folks, 1:09 remaining, down 5, and Peyton Bradley at the line. The only way the Lady Bulldogs had of getting back in this game has just fouled out of the game. Brooke Graham, with her 3-point shooting ability, hitting 6 threes tonight. I don't see it, folks. There's almost no way that they get back in this game without Brooke Graham. Bradley for her second. She can't get it. She's missed 4 in a row, and this is a shooting phenom and just struggling at the line here at the end of the ball game. Tidwell's going to push it. McAllister there. Nia Coleman-Petway, probably their best 3-point option. She's going to drive up the right. She gets inside. Beautiful move. Bucket and a foul. Nia Coleman-Petway. Big play for her. Foul's going to be on Jenna Gallimore. Her 4th now. That's 3 girls with 4 fouls, and Aubrey Hardesty with 3. It's Griffin, it's Abersold, it's Gallimore, all with 4. And so opportunity for a 3-point play. Nia Coleman-Petway having a heck of a ball game here. And a good shot. Her shot looks really nice tonight. And she's got 10 points. Maddie Clanton on the drive. Oh, she thought she had found Griffin. Great save, Peyton Bradley. Gets it across to Hardesty. Gallimore running clock. They're going to double her in the corner. And Jenna Gallimore has to call timeout. She was trapped in the corner with 34 seconds and a 2-point ball game, and timeout called. And so the Lady Waves will bring the ball inbounds, and they'll have to find a way to take care of the basketball and to make free throws. So right now, Peyton Bradley, again, the 7th grade phenom. Again, she, I believe, has 14, 2, 4, 6, 8. And 14 points. She's missed her last 4 free throws. So big opportunities. If she gets the ball again, the Lady Bulldogs have got to be looking maybe to foul her. Again, she's a phenomenal shooter of the ball, but right now struggling just a bit. .8 seconds. You got to think they want the ball in Jenna Gallamore's hands. I'm trying to look out there to see who else I would trust on the free throw line right now if I'm the Lady Waves. Everybody else a little shaky at this point. They've got a solid ball club here, and I would normally say to you, just as much as Gallimore, I'd like to have Bradley with the ball in her hands, but 4 misses in her last 4 shots. So Griffin is trying to get it in. She has open people and makes a tough pass. Gallimore, it bounces off her legs. Bradley is the one that is fouled, so she'll go back to the line for another opportunity. Destiny McAllister picks up her 4th, and it'll be 2 shots for Peyton Bradley. So she's got another opportunity here to stretch the lead back out. They need 2 here to make it a 2-possession ball game. I got to believe the 7th grader can handle this moment, but been tough, and she hits the back iron here again. So that's 5 straight misses from the line. You can tell she's frustrated. It's got to be a little bit in her head right now. This is a girl who's a phenomenal athlete, great golfer as well. And she knocks that one down. They needed that one. So it's still a 1-possession game, but without Brooke Graham in the game, wow, that was a walk by Tidwell, no call. She gets it to Coleman. Oh my goodness, Nia Coleman-Petway had a shot at it from 3. Throw inside. Gallimore with the rebound. She's running up the side, and Kettlehake's got a foul. So Jenna Gallimore gets the rebound. It was Nia Coleman-Petway left alone, really the only 3-point option on the floor for this John Hardin Bulldogs team, and they lost her. And she's wide open for a 3. You really got to know where the 3-point threats are when you're up 3, and they lost her and gave her an opportunity. She was just a little excited, shot it a little long, a little bit strong on that shot. And of course, Gallimore is going to step to the line and knock these down. There's one. Makes it a 2-possession game. Folks, there's 13 seconds left in the ball game. At a 2-possession ball game, crazy things happen, but this one looks like it's on ice. So big free throw a moment ago by Peyton Bradley. It took her a few to get that one to go. A big free throw there by Jenna Gallimore. That's the one you want to have. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcasts of all local HCEC-TV programs on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Communications on Channel 184. So 13.5 seconds to me at a 4-point advantage. Gallimore with 1 free throw to go. I don't see a path for these Lady Bulldogs to get this done right here. Looks like this one is kind of wrapped up. I'm sure players and coaches up 4 with 13 seconds aren't ready to relax, and they shouldn't. But Gallimore at the line for 1 more free throw. 25 points on the night right now for Jenna Gallimore. When they put her with Kendall Wingler, this is going to be a formidable team. Gallimore calm, knocking it down. Graves to bring it up quickly. She's going to give it to Tidwell, who is going to take the 3. Not her game. Off the backboard in the rim. 4 seconds, just trying to get the ball. Okay, they're going to reach in. And that's going to be a foul with 1 second. I think that clock could have run out, but Tidwell is gonna foul. That's her 4th, and it's going to be Gallimore at the line. We've had a couple of great performances early We had Harley Painter from Boyd County, 28 points, I believe. We've got Gallimore here now with 26, looking to make it 27 and 28. Misses the first. Tidwell has 18. Brooke Graham had 18 before she fouled out on the night. Peyton Bradley has 15 points this evening. And there's Gallimore knocking down her 27th. And the game will end. What a good ball game. Really thought the Meade County Green Waves were a huge favorite here. But the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs played well, played hard. They're a much improved team from last year. I know they're incredibly disappointed, but they played a good ball game. This is a team last year that couldn't stay within 20 points of anybody. They struggled a lot, and this is a much improved John Hardin team. They played tonight without one of their top players, Jaden Young, who's sick. And the Meade County Green Wave played without their top scorer, Kendall Wingler. But impressive performance on both sides. And we will take a break for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we will come back and see Game 4, which will see the Walton Verona Lady Bearcats and the E-Town Lady Panthers.
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Channel 1, and all rebroadcasts are on Brandenburg and Comcast Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational Community Television, located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, Spectrum, and also airing online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports.
Covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remembered to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
If pain is keeping you from doing the things you love, it's time to visit Physical Therapy Associates. We offer a variety of treatment options, including dry needling, A-stem, tractions, and many other options to relieve pain. Many of our patients are able to avoid surgery and costly pain medication through our treatments. If you haven't tried these options, what are you waiting for? With 6 locations across Central Kentucky, pain relief is only a phone call away. Give Physical Therapy Associates a chance to get you out of pain. Physical Therapy Associates, friends helping friends.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. I just wanted to announce some exciting news that I'm officially a licensed realtor. I've been a part of a championship-winning basketball team, a conference-winning Bellarmine golf team, and now I'm part of an award-winning real estate team, JT Pitts & Associates at RE/MAX Premier Properties. If you have any real estate questions, real estate needs, or just want to reach out, please don't hesitate to call or send me a message. My number is right below. I'm ready to bring that winning mentality to the real estate industry so I can give my clients the service they deserve. Thanks.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating. What the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email Gina Ryan at hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live coverage sponsors.